Welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends. And once again, the royal family, as if they're not in enough heat at the moment, are now accused of being institutionally racist once again. Well, William and Kate are over in America. Where do they pick to go? Boston, which is predominantly Irish Catholic area of Massachusetts there, and they go to a basketball match and get themselves booed. Whose idea was that to send them there? But they will win those people over, that I've got no doubt. Even if just before they were introduced to this do that they were at, some black reverend woman got up and talked about racism. Everything's about racism, isn't it? What is it with people? You know, I don't know. I think the cards are getting played a lot. Let's have a look at the latest thing that's happened. This woman, her name's I can't pronounce it. Ngozi. That's a sort of African-y thing. Ngozi Fellini. We know Ngozi Fellini. She runs a charity for African women and black women in this country that have suffered abuse, etc., etc., etc. And she does look very African. She enhances her roots very well, and her roots are that she is from African descent, but her parents were obviously black Barbadian people that came over on the Windrush boat, and she's here now looking after all the black people in the East End of London. That's got to be some job to do, I tell you, and she does a good job by all accounts, but I don't think she's a great lover of anyone that annoys her. And this woman, Marmaduke Hussey's wife, Lady Hussey, has put her foot in it slightly. Whether she's had to resign or not, they just seem to ask dotty questions, don't they, posh people? So where are you from then? Well, this woman did look like she was a tribal leader from Africa. Where are you from? She said the East End of London. No, where are you from? So she went on and on, said it's a bit like an interrogation. And of course she had to complain to the press and to everybody. How dare someone asked where she was from in her leopard skin dress and the thing. And anyway, and she was just annoyed anyway. How dare someone move your hair out the way to check your badge? They're obviously racist, aren't they? Everything is racist. And now Nasir Afzal, that real king of the lefties, he's a nice bloke and a great lawyer, but you know, he just leaps on anything, doesn't he? Let's cause some more grief for the establishment. And of course, now he said he was questioned as well by this lady in the palace, or someone in the palace, to ask where he came from. It's very simple where you came from, Naz. Manchester, that's where you come from, or somewhere up the north there. Up that northwest. And now another little bloke. This is one of the most annoying men on earth. His name's Kehinde Andrews. It's like Epsom salts in Africa. Kehinde, he's that little funny, creepy little black guy. He's a professor of black studies. Oh, God. He can't wait to get his oar in, can he? He can't wait to cause racism and stir up some racial hatred so he can become the victim. Stir up racial hatred and say, look, they're all racist here. He's the one that said the Queen is, the late Queen, rest her. Oh, and I apologise for saying God save the Queen the other day. It's just a habit. It's God save the King, of course. The Queen, according to him, was a symbol of white supremacy. He also said the British Empire were worse than the Nazis. And he said that Churchill was racist. Churchill was racist? No, how can he be racist with a name like Winston? And he also said that the Bomber Command statue that was put up for all the thousands of our guys that were killed in Bomber Command, that is a terrorist. Basically, he's saying that the Bomber Command were terrorists. You're up there, Professor, in Birmingham. Well, stay there. Enjoy yourself. This is absolutely ridiculous. This, to me, is typical of people with chips on their shoulders starting off this racial hatred so they could become victims. Well, we don't want any of it. We're doing quite well in this country, and we don't want anyone like you stirring it up. Leave us alone. We're the Brits of all different colours and shapes and sizes, and we know how to run our country. We don't need busybodies and lefties telling us what to do. So go do one. There's nice people. Okay, here we go to Ustream. Hello, children. It's Mucky Panto time.
What's a penis?
It's like a brick, only it's smaller.
It's good to be the sheriff. I fucking hate this job.
You tie me to the bed and tickle me with a feather.
Face! Or I'll blow your balls off.
Only been a girl 5 minutes and already I've got thrush.
What's a blowjob? £6.50.
Ooh. What is it?
How do you stop a girl giving you a blowjob?
Marry her!
Streaming now, exclusively on Ustream.